Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have swatches for you from the fall collection for 2019 from Noodles Nail Polish. This collection will go on sale September 13th, so in the description box below I will link the Noodles site, I will link their Instagram page, and I will link my Instagram page where you can see more swatches of everything from this collection. These polishes will be $9.50 each. I do have 7 to look at today, and let's go ahead and get started. So first we have Cider You On, and this is described as a clear base glitter topper with caramel, bronze, lavender garnet, rose, and orange glitter. So here is our first coat of Cider You On. So I'm going to build it up in 3 coats on 2 nails, and then on the other 2 nails I'm going to layer it over China Glaze's Prairie Tail Ending. This does have a good formula. It builds up well on its own. If you look closely at 3 coats, you can still make out your nail line. If that bothers you, you can definitely use the sponging technique for this, but I do think it looks really beautiful built up on its own in 3 coats. This has a good formula, great glitter payoff. This is going to dry pretty textured, so you will want a glossy top coat to finish this off, and definitely either a peel off base coat or pure acetone or those nail polish clips for removal because it is tricky. So there's 1 in 3 coats. Up next we have Pumpkin to talk about, and this is described as a rusty orange crelly with orange and gold shimmer, bronze microflakies, and gold hollow glitter. Here is our first coat of Pumpkin to talk about. So this covers really well here on this first coat considering it's an orange. It's not completely opaque, so I am going to go ahead and build it up with a second coat. Formula is really good, really smooth, easy to apply, no running or pulling or staining. I feel like Noodles has their crelly formula down pretty packed, so it is a nice solid formula to work with. So here is our second coat, and that does cover completely in 2 coats. This one's going to dry down pretty dull and slightly textured, so you will want a glossy top coat to finish this off. This one, as far as removal goes, isn't nearly as difficult as the last one, but you will still have to do some scrubbing. Nothing that I think pure acetone is necessary for, though. So there is 2 coats. Up next we have Fallen For You, and this is described as a sage green crelly with green shimmer, green caramel and gold glitters, and copper, gold, red, and green shifting ultra chrome chameleon flakies. So here is our first coat of Fallen For You. So this is pretty opaque here on this first coat. I'm sorry that this whole first swatch, this whole first coat's out of focus, I apologize, but pretty good formula, smooth, easy to work with, not too thick, not too thin, no running or pulling or staining on this one either. A great amount of glitter comes out without having to do anything special, and they all lie pretty smoothly across the nail with minimal manipulation. So here's our second coat, and that does cover completely in 2 coats. This one, like the rest of them, is going to dry very dull, so you will want a glossy top coat to finish this off, but it also dries textured, so that will help there as well, and this one is also going to be difficult to remove. So there is 2 coats. Up next we have Oh My Gourd, and this is described as a blue-gray hollow crelly with copper glitters, shimmer, and microflakies. Here is our first coat of Oh My Gourd. So this one covers really well here on this first coat. Not quite a 1-coater, so I am going to go in for a second coat, but again, a very smooth, easy to work with formula, 0 formula complaints, no running, pulling, or staining on this one either. The hollow that's in here will definitely stand out better once it's dry and top coated than here when it's wet. So here's our second coat, and that does cover completely in 2 coats. This one is going to dry dull, so you will want a glossy top coat to finish this off, but nothing in here is going to dry too textured. Nothing in here is going to be too difficult to remove. A little bit of scrubbing will be required, but nothing crazy. So there is 2 coats. Up next we have Spice Baby, and this is described as a light plum based crelly loaded with orange shimmer and gold, orange, and caramel glitter. Here's our first coat of Spice Baby, and just to go ahead and get this out of the way, my bottle shot of this is definitely blown out, not color accurate. This and the photographs are more color accurate. So Very smooth formula. Again, no running or pooling. Covers pretty well here on this first coat. I can still make out my entire nail line though, so I am going to go in for a second coat and a great glitter distribution on this one as well. So here's our second coat, and that does cover completely in 2 coats. This one is going to dry dull and textured, so you will want a glossy top coat to finish this off. I will link in the description box below my preferred glitter eating top coat, where you only need 1 coat of a quick dry glossy top coat to finish these glitter polishes off. This one is also going to be difficult to remove. So there is 2 coats. Next up we have Mum's the Word, and this is described as a cream crelly with a garnet, rose, lavender, and orange glitter. So the base color to this is kind of like an off-white, like almost an eggnoggy color. So it's not a pure white crelly. It does have a little tint to it, which is so original and adorable. Here's our first coat of Mum's the Word. So this one overall covers really well here on this first coat. Not completely opaque and a couple lighter spots, so I am going to go in for a second coat. But a very good, very easy to work with formula, great glitter distribution, and again, minimal manipulation to get those spread out nice and evenly across the nail. It kind of just applies itself. So here is our second coat, and that does cover completely in 2 coats. Depending on how thick or thin you do your coats, you might need to go in for 3 on this one. But I was definitely happy in 2 moderately thick coats. Again, you will want top coat to smooth everything out to bring shine back to your manicure, and again, this one is gonna be difficult to remove. So there is 2 coats. And then lastly for today we have Don't Stop Be-leafin, and this is described as a brown crelly with gold, caramel, and aqua glitters, and then a bronze shimmer. And here's our first coat of Don't Stop Be-leafin. This one covers pretty well here on this first coat, not completely opaque, so again I am going to go in for a second coat, but once again a very smooth and great formula to work with. No running or pulling or staining, a good amount of glitter, good glitter distribution as far as it spreading out nice and evenly across the nail. Pretty much everything I've said in the video so far. This one totally reminds me of a tree with fall leaves, and I think it's very seasonally appropriate. This one does cover completely in 2 coats. Again, this one is going to dry pretty textured and dull, so you will want a glossy top coat for this one as well. And again, this one's going to be difficult to remove, so pure acetone peel off base coat. So there's 2 coats. So probably my favorite of the collection would be Mum's the Word. I really like these white crellies. This one does have more of an off-white finish to it, but the glitter mix in here is very original in my collection. Very good formula. Noodles does crellies really well, so Mum's the Word is my favorite, but I also have to give a shout out to Whose Cider Are You On? This is really beautiful built up on its own. Really beautiful used as a topper. I think it's a really nice fall polish as well. So Mum's the Word and Whose Cider Are You On are my favorites. And guys, that is it. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this collection. Let me know if you plan on picking any of them up, and let me know what your favorite was. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and I will talk to you again next time.